Looking for the hottest podcast on the internet? Well, look no further. We've got what you need.
The hottest podcast out.
Not just out here for the streets, but for everybody. They're here for you.
They're so entertaining and they talk about real life issues. They're super entertaining, they're energetic, and I really enjoy listening to them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go. Woo! We are back again, everyone, for another episode of the Jet and Mike podcast. What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Jet, what's up with you, man?
Wow. What's up, man? How you doing? How you feeling? I've been tweaking with you ever since I got in the studio.
Where did that come from?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good today.
Wow.
I'm just feeling good, man. I just came from track practice. Shout out to the great kids over at Springfield High School. We're going to do great things this year. I don't know. I'm just feeling, hey, man, don't come at my kids like that,
Come
man.
at my kids like that, man.
Come on, man. Come on, Vic. You a Vic, man.
Oh,
you ever had the OGs talk to you like that?
No.
You a Vic, man?
No, but I will refrain from calling me anything if I go to the Chicago names.
Nah.
Yeah,
you guys,
that's right.
You guys get a little too gully.
Yeah, that's
for
right,
me up there.
Scud. That's right, Scud.
What does that mean? I don't even want to know. I don't even need to know.
Scuddly Scud.
Anyways, we've got a great show lined up for you guys.
Of course, as always. I mean, this season 2 so far has been legit, and it's only going to get better today. Jet?
We have another local artist in the building. This makes number 2.
Number 2.
This makes our second hip hop artist and our second musician, period.
Right.
He goes by the name of Satisfied, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the table. We appreciate you coming on out, man, and hanging out with us, and really just vibing with us, man, and being a part of the show today.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
for having me.
It was tough to synchronize schedules. I know we were on our end we were a little messy, but
I mean, in your guys' defense,
hey.
I got a part-time job and my hours are so weird.
well,
Speak
there
for
you go.
yourself, brother. Your schedule is messed up. I was here for Satisfy.
Yeah.
The homie. We go back.
Yeah, I heard, man. Well, how do you guys know each other?
Voice and movement, right?
Voice and movement. Missy Thibodeau Thompson.
Is that how you pronounce the first part of her last name?
Yeah, it's Thibodeau.
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 Like Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Thibodeau. What is that, UIS?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let me silence my phone. It's in here going crazy. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, he is in the building. So how you doing, man? How's music going for you?
Pretty good. I'm about to start on my next project, my new mixtape called The Kid with a Mixtape. I was actually supposed to start that, I think, last weekend, but of course it's Ice Storm.
Yeah,
It's like, hey,
for sure.
we're going to rain on your parade.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't go down to St. Louis
For
and
sure.
record. So
Okay.
I rescheduled for next weekend. So
Okay.
the recording process should start hopefully next weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no Ice Storm that says, hey.
Awesome. Yeah.
We're
So
going
so
through
you
the
go
weekend.
down to St. Louis and record then?
Yep.
You have a studio down
Been
there?
going down there since 2013.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
man, that's pretty huge, man. So, what you got? Any big name producers you working with?
The only one that I really worked with consistently was this guy named Sixth Sense.
Okay.
He's a local St. Louis producer. Produces hip hop. I'm pretty sure R&B. And his beats are pretty good, but I haven't really been working with him for a while. I've been branching out to more different producers.
Okay.
Now that leads me to my next question. That's a perfect segue. So, what do you find in a beat? Like, do you just sit down and when you're having your writing session or whatever it is, and then you hear a beat and you're like, that's it? Are there certain beats that you lean more toward, or
Yeah,
how do you?
I'm a big fan of the 90s boom bap, the old school beats. I'm not a big fan of the new school beats, like those 808s and hard
Right.
sounding type of beats.
Right.
Like kind of what like Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi Vert do. Mainly because I can't really rap to those beats.
Right.
I kind of find them corny, to be
Right.
honest. So.
I understand. that.
Well, honestly, it's the best policy. I mean, and like I said, you can feel free to say how you feel here on the Jet Mike podcast.
That's good because
on this platform. you
I
can
have
do that.
zero filter.
There you go.
So,
That's perfect. Now, I was listening to one of your songs the other day. It was The Way I Am remix. Is that
yeah.
right? The Eminem remix. And there was a line there in the beginning. Now, it was something to the sense of well, you spoke about in the beginning about censorship and not wanting to be censored, and I feel that as an up and coming artist, I kind of feel like that's being marginalized is one thing, or being censored or shut down is one thing that you don't want.
Right.
When you look at the industry and trying to get your foot in, do you feel like that's just? I guess the question I'm asking is that something that you feel like you're gonna have to avoid as far as being censored or shut down? Do you think like people will go out of their way to squash you, or do you know what I mean, or how do you think you get in smoothly and fit in?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do. I
Period.
mean, whether it makes people happy or not.
Period.
So, I mean, pretty much I make the kind of music because it's the kind of music that I like, and if other people vibe to it, cool. If they don't, then it's whatever.
Now, do you feel like you've been censored to a degree at this point, trying to get in, or
Yeah, I lost track after 500 times.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of barriers to go up against.
for sure.
Yeah, but also you got to look at the fact that I'm white, and a lot of people still kind of like see that as like a little barrier or boundary.
Right. In the rap
most
game. In the
definitely.
rap game.
Yeah, and for everybody that doesn't know, when you're listening to this and you see his picture pop up, yes, Satisfied is white. He is a white guy. Jeez, I mean, because I mean, come on, let's be perfectly honest here. If we're gonna be honest, we're gonna shoot the breeze tonight.
Yeah.
You don't expect a white rapper to be named Satisfied, which leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that name?
It's kind of weird how I came up with it, because originally my rap name was Little E, and when I started taking music seriously around like 2013, early 2013, I looked at that name. I was like, okay, if I'm going to take this seriously, Little E can't be my stage name, because that sounds super gimmicky and whatnot. So I went back and forth with names, and I remember there's this one rapper I used to listen to. I don't know if you heard of him, Classified. He's a Canadian rapper.
Oh yeah, I have heard of
He's
it.
pretty underground. He had this one song called "That Ain't Classy," which was pretty cool. And I thought about it. I'm like, okay, classified. That word shorten is classify. And then all of a sudden, I thought of the word satisfied. And then I'm like, okay, satisfied shorten is satisfy. And then I just kept saying satisfy over and over again. I'm like, this just really, I can really stick with this. So.
Yeah.
Stuck
Yeah.
with it.
And also growing up, like, I didn't ask for a lot, like a lot of people, like, for example, a lot of people on their 16th birthday ask for like a Ferrari or like a Mustang, where I'm like, just give me a car that runs.
That
and
runs,
can get
yeah.
me place to place and actually can allow me to put gas in my
Right,
car and not
right.
break down
Right.
just out of nowhere. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a good thing you didn't go with Lil E, because there's a Baby E in the game right now. He's also a white rapper.
Well,
He raps with Lil Wayne. Though. I think he signed to Young Money or
Baby
something like that.
E.
Baby E on the tray. Sorry, look it up. Finessing.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Anyways, no.
I tried to help you out, Baby E, but
well, I also found out there's actually a Little E that was signed to Soulja Boy's SOD label.
well,
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. So that was a great name detour then.
Yeah, man.
Who do you look up to as people that you idolize in the game and that you feel you learn the most from?
Most definitely Eminem.
Yeah.
Like, I've been listening to Eminem since 2002, because the Eminem Show was actually the first hip hop album that I bought.
Wow. That was a great album, by the
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
almost definitely.
Yeah,
great
and
album.
pretty much.
Broke down barriers.
Yeah, and pretty much, I've always could relate to Eminem's music. Coming from a white rapper like myself, I feel like a lot of white rappers can really relate to Eminem, whether it's like Mac Miller or Little Dicky or
Right.
Macklemore and whatnot. So,
Hey, Dickie.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Dickie. The very first time that I heard that man's name, somebody was like, "Have you ever heard of Lil Dicky?" I ain't never listening to a man with name Lil Dicky. Like, what the hell is that? I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's exactly how I was. Like, Lil Dicky, and then my homie was like, "No, I'm telling you. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
listen
nice.
to him.
He's got bars. Like, I'm not listening to nobody named Lil Dicky. Period. I don't care if he's white, black, Mexican."
So you still haven't listened to Dickie?
So weeks later, the same homie was like, "Listen, I'm telling you, gotta listen to Lil Dicky. Like, I'm about to play his Sway freestyle." So then I said, "Oh, so he was on Sway? Yeah, freestyle. Gotta listen to it." I'm like, he went on Sway. He's gotta be, yeah.
if you go on Sway or Ebro, you're either really good or really bad,
yeah.
and they gonna tell you one way or the other.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying and that's why I knew I could watch it, because either way, if you freestyle on one of those two shows, I know they're gonna let you have it.
Right.
So I watch, and my jaw dropped. I was like, "This the little Dicky cat everybody been talking about." And so
Dicky,
that's
yeah, man.
he is nice.
Yeah, bro.
He's nice. I
Yeah,
mean,
bro.
he's. I mean, I'm not gonna say like he's like taking over the game or anything, but
No.
he's nice. He's got bars.
If we're gonna talk influential rappers, white rappers to say the least, then I definitely think that we need to speak on Asher Roth.
Oh wow.
Where's he at? We need to bring him back.
Yeah, we do need to bring Asher back. I agree.
Like,
Let's start that
Asher-
campaign.
Have you listened to Retro Hash, that new album that he dropped in 2014?
I did not listen to that one.
I
I'm
bought-
still listening to this old stuff from back when I was in high school.
I bought it off iTunes. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man, like I mean, yeah, just his mixtapes and stuff like that are iconic, and like his like his punchlines are ridiculous, you know. And like I said, I like his flow too. Like I said, but getting back to you, Satisfied, we need to know from you, man. How did you start? Like give us your background.
Well, I started in 2010, so 6 years ago. It's going to be 7 years in March. So
7-year anniversary.
Yeah, pretty much. And I started when I was 16 years old. I started through my friend Josh Pierce, who I met during my sophomore year of high school.
Right.
And I met him through one of my friends named Dan Seals. And pretty much when I got to know Josh more, then that's when he told me, and then the people that we hung out with, he's like, hey, I'm a rapper. Check out some of my music. And I thought that was really cool. And pretty much he showed us some of his music, and I thought that, like, at the time, you had to go to a recording studio to get your stuff done. But he's like, nah, I do it all of it myself. I got this microphone. I mix and edit everything. I'm like, dang, it's really cool. And then one night downstairs in my basement, I was just listening to "Tie Me Down" by the New Boys. That was my jam back in the day.
I saw you share that on Facebook the other day.
And pretty much, I was listening to the song on YouTube, and then in the suggestions box, it showed like "Tie Me Down" instrumental with hook. At the time, I had no idea what an instrumental or hook was, so I clicked on it, and I realized that they played the hook, and all of a sudden you just hear the beat, and I kind of listened to it. And I'm like, wait a second, maybe this is what Josh does. He finds instrumentals, the so-called instrumentals at the time, and pretty much just writes lyrics to it and just raps over it. So I was like, all right, let me give it a try. So I just put together lyrics, uploaded it to YouTube, and I'm like, how about I share it to Facebook and see what happens? Next day, I only got 1 like, so I'm like, well, it was worth a shot.
Right.
Then I go to school the next day, and everyone's saying, yo, Little E, what up, man? And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, you guys actually listen to it. Oh, my God. And and they're like, yeah, that was pretty dope. I'm like, oh, man, thanks. Appreciate it. And all of a sudden, people just started to expect me to, like, do music, do more music. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I don't know. So pretty much it was just a hobby at first. And then, like, around my senior year of high school, then I just decided to take it seriously when people told me, you know, you could probably do something with this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll see what I can do. And here I am.
That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. So is that something that so it just started out as a hobby though. So that's interesting to me, and I really and stuff like that interests me because you know a lot of people with music I see. They start recording, they start playing around on the beat and doing all that, but then you know they never really take it serious. But then it's very well. I say the late bloomers, the ones that find it later in life. It's like, oh well, my buddy's rapping, so I'm gonna try it. Like typically from my experience, from what I've seen, you know, those type of people are the ones that they're rapping for a couple months and they don't do it anymore. But it's just very interesting and I think admirable to see that. You know, you found it late and you found it through a buddy, you know what I mean? But then you pieced it together and you were like, you know, this is something I can do. And you know, you take it serious and I assume you do your homework and you study, you're a fan of the game. Like I say, you know, I see you on Facebook all the time talking about music, sharing music. So
it's pretty much my life. If it was for music, to be honest, I don't mean to sound really blatant or straightforward with it, but I'd probably be dead.
I feel that.
Man.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real.
I feel
right
that. And that's, you know.
It literally saved my life, like, after I graduated high school, because around, like, 2012, 2014, I was going through a 3-year stage of depression. And pretty much music was the only thing I could resort to. And luckily, it saved my life.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. That's love,
That's
man.
powerful. That's powerful. Was it a specific song? Was it a specific artist? Can I ask, or was it writing music? What was?
Well, because during that 3-year stage of depression, like my lyrical ability wasn't good enough. So pretty much that's when I like started to really focus all on music. Like I stopped hanging out with friends. I'm pretty sure I alienated everyone out of my life except for my family. I pretty much just started doing my homework, researching other rappers that I listened to growing up, like Eminem, Nas, Ja Rule,
It was a good rapper to listen to, man.
Ludacris, and then
yeah.
and I pretty much studied the way that they would approach it. And I'm like, okay, I'll see what I can do here. And pretty much ever since then, it's I guess been working out for me.
That is an amazing story, man.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
All right, so that wraps up part 1 of this episode of the Jet and Mike podcast. So here's what we need you guys to do. We need you guys to go like, comment, and share this on Facebook, or go to our YouTube page, Jet Mike. And we need you, if you guys are listening from there, then we need you guys to go ahead and to comment and give us the like there as well. And then we need you guys to go ahead and listen to part 2, because we got more coming up with Satisfy. We'll see you in a minute.